Mark, if Vandenberg has a good day, is could an X factor in this game be Marvin McNutt? I mean, all year long, people have talked about, he's maybe Iowa's most draftable pro right now in some respects, and has only gotten better and better. And from the one-handed catch in the Michigan State game to blowing away Iowa's career receiving records. Is that the kind of guy who can make a difference on game day this Friday against Nebraska?
Oh, yeah, I think he's a threat to make a difference whenever he's out there. Sometimes he gets a little lackadaisical, and he drops some easy passes, which is stunning to me because the difficult catches he makes are so breathtakingly good that you go, how could he do that? But no, he's easily the best.
What about, Randy, you talked about, Martinez is a shifty running quarterback, and that's where, he's at his most dangerous. They really are a straight-ahead running offense when they use Burkhead. Between those two weapons, Burkhead and Martinez, against an Iowa defense that, again, to use that word, inconsistent a little bit, especially up front, what's Iowa got to do to handle two really different, varied kind of running threats in that game?
Well, they did a pretty good job against nobody in that respect. I was trying to think of somebody that they did a good job against, and I couldn't. So, I mean, they came up, they didn't do a good job against any team like that. Because any team with a shifty quarterback, Iowa's not very good. But let's not crown Taylor Martinez as the second coming of whomever either. He's not a great quarterback. So Iowa has to play its normal defense. If Iowa plays defense the way it did at Purdue, then everything should be good, because that clearly was Iowa's best defensive game in at least a year and a half. Front four's playing well. They sacked Purdue quarterbacks 5 times. Granted, they're not as shifty as Taylor Martinez can be, but they're still pretty good. So if Iowa's defense plays like that, if they put pressure on the quarterback, the linebackers contain Taylor Martinez. They do not let him out. Burkhead's not great. He's not Heisman type. So, I mean, Iowa just has to play solid defense. If they play the way they did against Purdue, Iowa wins.
Wow, there's the first prediction of the video.
I said if.
Wait, well, there's an if. There's always an if.
And actually, Kutcher, he's going to be giving the pregame speech.
Well, I hope so.
This is tail spinning into territory we don't know how to return from. But what either of you guys, none of these players for Iowa played in Memorial Stadium. That's a very different game day environment. Randy, you've covered Iowa State football for a number of years as well, so you've been over there. You have a really good sense of what that's like. Mark, you've made those trips. Both of you guys, just real quickly, starting with Randy, what do they face? What's that experience like going to Memorial Stadium?
Fans are closer to the field than any place where they'll play. The crowd won't be any bigger than normal-sized Big Ten crowd. Fans will be closer to the field.
Mark, what do you think? Is there any?
It's an Ohio State-Michigan atmosphere, and Iowa has won there. I just think the thing that troubles me is that a team that is kind of offensively like Iowa is Michigan State, and you know what happened there, and a team that isn't quite is Northwestern, not like Iowa. They run the spread and they do all the. I'm thinking it might be a great time for a no-huddle, the reappearance of the no-huddle offense. What do I know?
That's a good idea. I mean, because it's not like you have to keep Nebraska's offense off the field, whereas that's why they haven't pulled that out recently. They needed to keep the opposing offense off the field. You're not going to do that with a no-huddle. Yeah, I'll tell O'Keefe tomorrow that you said that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, this Friday on ABC, national TV, ABC, Iowa, Nebraska, and our 2 offensive coordinators for the Hawkeyes here have just set up the game plan, so you can watch that develop on TV. And we'll see how it turns out. There's not a division title at stake, but it sounds like there still will be a ton of excitement for that game in terms of its uniqueness on the calendar, just playing in Memorial Stadium, having a Big Ten game, a victory on the table for one of those 2 teams. So it should be exciting. And read the Des Moines Register on Friday and Saturday for full coverage of that game. And check out more on DesMoinesRegister.com and HawkCentral.com.